Alright you guys, we got some fun stuff going on today. So today we're taking Blue over to a little like pop-up meet that we're doing. Apparently a lot of people are coming up. There's people coming up from like Portland. I think a couple of people said like Idaho. Really far to come hang out at this pop-up meet. So we have about 3 hours until the meet starts. So both Matt and I are cleaning the cars. I need to vacuum out and clean the interior of the car. I'm gonna do that before I do the exterior. Just because Matt's doing the exterior of his right now and trying to swap back and forth while using the hose at the same time gets a little mixing. So I'm gonna start on the interior of Blue real quick, get this thing like super cleaned. It's been dirty from sitting in the garage. I'm talking like vacuum, wipe down the seats, clean it, make it smell nice, make it look nice. Because this is the first time the car will be out at an actual like meet for people to see, aside from just like Matt and I or people driving by and they see the car and whatnot. So get this dirty girl cleaned up. Alright you guys, so I got this thing cleaned up for the most part. It was pretty polleny and pretty gross, so I'm gonna get it pulled in the garage. The rest of my brake-in oil just got dropped off for this thing, so I want to get the oil changed. We're pretty close to 50 miles, so I'm just gonna change it now, get the old gross oil out of there. I'll try to capture some in this little jar that I have, so that way you guys can see just how dirty brake-in oil is when it comes out, like on your first oil change. It's pretty nasty, but let me get this thing pulled in the garage real quick so I can change the oil. Of peaches, peaches for free. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. We are all washed up. We got a fresh oil change in here. We did our first 50-mile oil change and the oil that came out of here was pretty nasty. This is why you do your 50-mile oil change on a brand new engine. Like, it came out looking translucent, but as soon as you put it in a container like that, it comes out dirty as all hell from bearing material. Everything just breaking in. So make sure you guys are doing those 50-mile oil changes on a brand new engine, and then the following at like 500 miles, so on and so forth. So that's done. This is cleaned up. Matt is getting his side skirts put back on Chewy, and then I think we're gonna head out shortly after that. Matt, make sure you bring water. Yeah, make sure. I'm like about to fucking pass out right now. Yeah, make sure you bring water. So let's get out of here. reason I lost audio on this one clip. So we made it. There's a lot of awesome people, a lot of awesome cars. Look at that. There's a red Honda Civic Si, a white WRX, an orange WRX. You name it, it's probably here. I'm probably saying something along the lines like, hey, it's super hot out right now. It's 95 degrees. Car drove great. Look at me. I got sunglasses on. Let's look at some cars. We got things over here like WRXs. This dope GLI. I actually really like this thing. It reminds me of Melanie's GTI, which she drove. It's just parked way out there in the distance. A couple really clean 2.5 RSs. All sorts of stuff. I do want one of these at some point. I know a lot of you guys want to see me do a 2.5 RS build. These things are just insanely expensive. I'd want a coupe if we were to get one, but I mean, coupe or sedan at this point, I think I'd take whatever one I could get as long as it's not crazy overpriced. This white Hawkeye that I built, I want to say this was a year ago that I built that one. It's still kicking around. He just got tuned recently. He's been on a break-in map for a long time. I think he made like 320 wheel on stock turbo or something like that. This thing though, this thing's dope. I don't see a lot of like modded Foresters of this generation. Said he was getting like a fenderist kit, a whole bunch of stuff. I think it's making like 350 on stock turbo. This thing is actually really cool. I like Foresters, man. I got a hidden love for Foresters. Interior's got like Corbeau seats. I'm creeping on your guys' car back here while you guys are sitting in the hatch. Got a whole bunch of like really cool VAs out here. This one's pretty dope, this white one. Makes me miss my old white WRX that I had. I think mine was like 2016 or 2017. It's on TEs, R1 Concept big brakes, carbon hood, all sorts of dope stuff. This ain't clean, I like it. And this one's actually really dope. I saw this one for sale not too long ago. It's a molded wide body. I have no idea what wide body kit's on here, but I think super, like they did a really good job on molding the wide body. I think this was a SEMA car for a while. At least when it was for sale, they were advertising it as a SEMA car. I don't know if it actually was a SEMA or not. Engine bay is pretty clean too. This thing's pretty cool too. I see a big turbo in here. AMS manifold. Wait a minute. Do I know this car? I feel like I know this car.
His name's Chris.
Maybe I know this car. I feel like I've seen this car. I don't know. I like this setup though.
CSF radiator. I'm not familiar with them. Yeah,
they make good stuff. CSF's good.
Yeah, Chris right there.
We also got Brian to show up today. He brought his little purple turd out here, which I think he finally ordered a lip for it, some side skirts and whatnot. I've always liked this purple, but it's like, I'm not someone who wraps cars like colors. Normally if I'm wrapping a car, I'm gonna do like a specific gray, black, or white or something like that. Like when it comes time to wrap the Evo, I'm just gonna wrap it white. I just don't like colors. I'm not a big color person. But this is a weird sight, seeing the 05 STI and the Blue Brew together, or I guess Karma and the Blue Brew. This thing, the paint has definitely been in better shape in the past, but hey, it's good to see that it's still kicking and still living. I know we took off the yellow wrap a while ago. Car still drives fantastic. Interior still looks killer. That fender that I spray painted is still spray painted, but that's all right. It gives it character. And the whole, like, this thing just runs beautifully still, which is good to hear. I mean, for my first built motor that I've ever put together, it's nice to see that it's still going. This one was the Taxi. Which, I mean, technically, I guess it still could be, but good to see that this thing's still kicking. This one puts that one to shame, though. I'm just saying. I put them both together, I can say that.
Thanks, man.
Brian, thank you for bringing your purple turd.
Thanks for accepting my purple turd.
Anytime, dude. Why is it so squeaky?
I told you, I don't know.
Why you make it? What'd you do to it?
Place the belt.
Didn't used to be squeaky. I was joking.
Gotta get going here.
Yeah, it's still running strong.
It's kicking. I've only put about 8,000.
What'd you do to the STI cap?
It came off.
You know how expensive that was? You
it was a
broke
sticker.
That thing was expensive.
It was a sticker.
Bro! That was like 150 bucks.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Broke the oil cap.
It's somewhere.
Alright, everyone wants me to start it, so I'm gonna turn it on real quick. People want the sauce, so I'll turn it on. Boop. So excited when it turns on. It's like a normal car. It's just a little louder. Ain't too bad. Too loud. I ain't gonna do anything stupid because there's like 2 or 3 cops back there. That's all we get in that max. But it's really not that loud. Everyone thinks it's like super loud, but it's really not as loud as it sounds. I'm sure people here can attest to that too. It's pretty quiet. I like to think, at least. I really don't think it's that bad, though. Let's turn it off. Disappoint everyone. Bye, Brian.
Bye, Tanner.
Bye, Brian.
Bye, Tanner's friends. Bye.
We're actually gonna swing up to his place later and go grab the hood for the Evo, and then I can take the STI to the shop tomorrow and go drop that off. You know what's nice, actually? I just realized this. I can actually fold the back seats down in the STI and put big packages in there, which I can't do in the BRZ. It's nice to have a sedan again. For the most part, everyone has dipped out. I've been walking around, hanging out with people, talking to people, answering questions, showing the car and whatnot, so I haven't been filming as much as I should have been. We're about to go grab some sushi real quick, and then I think after that, we're gonna go drop the STI off and go grab the hood for the Evo. I think it's a Saibon vented one. We need a hood. It'll work. So, let's get out of here. Let's go get some food and go get a hood. Guys, we're back at the house. The mini meet was awesome. Thank you for everyone who did come out. Now we're taking Melanie's GTI. We're gonna go pick up the hood for the Evo. It's a Saibon vented hood. Brian's had it up at his house for a while, so we're picking it up for some deals for the Evo. So we're gonna go pick that up, drop it off at the shop, then go. We have to grab some groceries also. But so far, I mean, STI's been driving fantastic driving out there. Matt, you said it sounded good on the way there. Melanie,
It looks good.
Does it actually look good?
Yeah.
Dope, that's good to hear. So this thing's been doing great. No more overheating issues. The high IATs do stress me out a little bit on these hot days when I'm sitting in traffic, but I think with some proper heat management on that downpipe and some proper heat management, I think on the headers, I think it'll be way, way better. So let's go pick up an Evo hood. That way the Evo is closer to being done. Ooh, look at this, you guys. We got a nice big Saibon box here. Now, normally I'm not a big fan of Saibon, but you know, deals are deals, and I've spent enough money on this Evo where if we can get deals, I'll take them. Nice, it's a good looking carbon hood. We're about to go swing this thing over to the shop too, so we can set this on the Evo, just see what it looks like. So let us get this loaded up real quick. I'm gonna need the mam's help because yeah, I can't do this by myself. We might not be able to take the box, but we can definitely take the hood. Well, we got it to fit. It's just a really tight fit. Trying to fit the hood of a car into another car. We need a truck at some point. But Melanie's big brainness was able to MacGyver a way to make the hood fit. So we're gonna go drop this off at the shop real quick, and we have a couple more errands we gotta run, but we can at least set it on the Evo to see what it looks like at least. We made it to the shop. We got the hood with us. We were able to get it in there. It just kind of had to hang out the window a little bit for us to get it here. So Melanie's gonna help me toss it on real quick. It's just 4 bolts. That way it's just off the ground, so that way it doesn't get damaged as we're moving stuff around and working on the car and whatnot. So we get to see what it looks like also. It's just like a nice little, there's vents, there's scoops, there's cool stuff on it, right? Melanie nods her head yes. So let's throw this thing on real quick. So that way, just hold that up like that. Grab these guys.
Tell me why it feels heavier at this angle.
I'll have to fix that. We got a hood on this thing and it looks way better than I was expecting. It kind of weirds me out how this vent's over here on this side. I figured it would be on this side for the intake. But you know what? It doesn't look bad. I like it. I like the vents. I think I might paint this whole thing black and then leave the carbon fiber exposed on the vents for the intake piece over there and these. I need to pull this guy off and tighten it a little bit because from Saibon it's a little wonky. The fitment's pretty good. I've had bad luck with Saibon in the past. I need to adjust where the hood sits to the fender to fix that gap right there. It's just sitting a little bit tall. Same with this side up on the front, but it's just the bump stops down that are down in here. I'm touching them right now, so that's easy to fix. I haven't tried popping it yet, so I really hope this hood pops. I haven't tried. I'm assuming that it will. Where's the hood pull latch? Oh, it's right here. Hold up. I heard a latch pop, which is good. It looks like the hood popped. Oh, beautiful. I need to get that tray up there to sit down tighter. Dope! I'm actually coming over here to the shop tomorrow to work on the Evo, get like the turbo and everything like that in this car. So the next video you guys get is going to be an Evo one. And then the following video after that, I actually have a fun one for you guys. It's a DIY of how to repair head gaskets. I've got a customer coming in whose head gaskets I'm swapping on his car, but dude, I'm like super happy with this. We needed a hood, we got a hood. Now the big things left for the Evo are tires, and I think that's it for the big stuff. It's just tires. Speed sensor, like the miscellaneous little sensors here and there. The transfer case is back in. I didn't actually show you guys this, but I don't even want to pop the hood right now. Matt and I came here yesterday, put the transfer case in off camera. We dropped the subframe a little bit. We rocked the engine forward, so the transfer case is back in, the drive line's back in. So all the hard stuff that takes 2 people is pretty much done for this car. So this thing, dude, it's wild. It's actually looking like a full-on car again. It's got an engine in there, a front mount, a radiator, all the good stuff. So I'm excited to come work on this thing tomorrow. Get it that much closer to being road ready. I need to order some like fuel lines, get the alternator and things like that in here, but dude, I'm so excited to drive this thing again. This is gonna be the new daily driver once it's done. We got back late from running errands and whatnot. That hood looks phenomenal on the Evo. I'm so glad we were able to get one of those. Like I said, today I'm going to work on the Evo. I'm gonna get the turbo in, the full exhaust, whole bunch of stuff done on the Evo to get it closer to being road ready. I want to get that thing running in the next 30 days, and I think we can do it. We need like fuel line, a whole bunch of like little stuff here and there, but it seems feasible. I'm pretty sure that we can do it. So that's all I got for you guys on this one. Now that we have our first break-in mile oil change done on the Subaru, I'm gonna start getting into boost a little bit with the car. I'm talking like 5-6 PSI, nothing crazy, but just a little more compression or a little more PSIs to help seat the rings a little bit more. I dialed it back. I think after 250 miles, I'm gonna send it back over to Josh, and we're gonna go make some power on it. So another 250 miles on this thing, and we should be ready to rock and roll for some actual power pulls. I'll do another oil change at 250, put some more oil in it, run it a little bit longer, take it over, we'll go see Josh, we'll make some power with this thing. I know we're all curious. The big thing with me right now with driving it is I'm trying to avoid driving when there's a lot of traffic and when it's really hot outside, because when the car sees really high IATs right now, it tends to freak out with the idle. Like realistically, all I have to do is pull off and just let it cool down for a minute, and then it fires right back up and we can keep driving. But it's just we were never able to get that far into the tune to be able to calibrate that side of the map. So it is what it is. I just need to be careful with how I drive the car right now in hot temperatures, especially with it getting into summertime. I think right now is gonna be the hottest day that we have in the next like 2 weeks, which is like 95. So I'm gonna jet over to the shop, let it sit all day, and then when the temperatures start to come down a little bit and it gets later in the day, we'll end up leaving the shop and whatnot. But dude, I'm phenomenal. Like, I'm so happy with this thing. You guys are gonna get a lot more driving POVs with this car. I'm gonna do one that's just straight up driving with the car, just to enjoy the noises that it makes. But that's all I got for you guys in this one. So if you like the video, you know what to do. Go and hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver, cyan, whatever color it turns for you. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit your boy up one of these corners. No idea which one I'll put it in quite yet, but with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. So peace out, homies.